28 views. Oh wow. Nice, I guess. Believe it or not, I'm already a YouTube partner. However, I'm not an influencer. What I am, however, is a content creator on another channel called Richie Kearns Productions. I have a modest but steady following, and yeah, I'm a content creator. A content creator and an influencer, I feel, are two different things. For example, a content creator creates videos, and if they're lucky, ends up creating videos that people like. That's me. An influencer, though, they can create a video and then say, hey, I have this new video, or hey, I have this new product, go check it out. And people, without hesitation, will, because they have influence over them people. People will do as they're told. They'll subscribe, follow, and check out the product that person is advertising because they adore that person. But for people like myself, I have to figure out what people like and give it to them and hope that they click on the content that I put out. People follow me because of the subjects that I cover, not because they care about me and what I think specifically. They're just happy that some guy is talking about the thing that they love. But that's okay because usually I'm passionate about the topic that people like, which has worked out for me. And that's when I end up winning the person over and gaining the sub. But as for telling them to go check something out or buying a product, I don't have that kind of influence, unfortunately. If I take a risk and make a video about something slightly off topic, something out of my niche, it'll either do reasonably okay or it'll tank, which actually seems to hurt the channel's good standing in the algorithm. I've had documentaries where I will spend months working on a script, then do voiceover and edit only for that video to tank just because the algorithm has denied me and my core audience simply wasn't interested. Last year I naively decided to make a video about early 90s Sonic, you know, the TV show. Maximum effort went in. I took ages putting it together. I watched the whole season. I put the script together. I did the voiceover, everything. I was proud of it. I was very, very proud of it. I still am. But barely anyone took to it, such to the point that I actually thought something was wrong with my channel. So I took it down and I reposted it again, and same thing happened. In fact, less views than it got the first time. I thought so long as the video had the correct thumbnail, title, tags and hashtags, YouTube would put the video in the correct place, the place where it needs to be, so that audience who'd be interested in the topic would see it. But the truth is, it simply doesn't sometimes. Sometimes it does, if you're lucky. But in this case, I wasn't. Every channel has a niche. Mine is music. This one I wanted to be a sort of let's play while I talk about things type channel. Let's plays, speed runs, documentaries on video game and that sort of thing. Even though my main channel's name isn't tied to a niche, the channel itself is. It's frustrating because I've a lot of interests. Music, reading, movies and of course gaming. Which is why I decided to start a channel in the gaming space. In the past I've made videos related to gaming, but it doesn't seem to be for my usual viewers or that channel's niche. But that's okay, so we start again. But my god, it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. Starting a new channel in 2025, it's hard, man. This is a humbling experience. Like, I wasn't expecting like an epic explosion of success or anything, but Jesus Christ, less than 100 views and no push from the algorithm. Fucking hell. Vlog/Respawn seems to be stuck in the mud before it's even got out the gate. What do I do? Despite what channels like vidIQ say, YouTube doesn't seem to push new channels at all. My last video only got 7 impressions. 7, which means it only got shown to 7 people. 7. Lucky 7. My content, although long form, I think it's fair to say that it's edited reasonably well. The pacing's okay and the thumbnail is solid. I mean, I'd click on that, so what gives? I think this is the part where most people throw in the towel and give up and start blaming everything but themselves. I'm sure there's something I'm not doing correctly, but what is it? Am I not exciting enough? Is the market saturated? Is the game I'm playing too old? Should I be playing modern titles? Is the concept of vlogging while gaming just something that's not going to work? I don't know, but that's the beauty of what YouTube is. Gaming is a new niche for me, and I guess like music I'll have to find whatever it is that resonates with people in this space. Vlog/Respawn is starting from the very, very bottom. But when I started Richie Kearns Productions, I wasn't truly starting from the beginning like I am here. The channel used to be called Richie Richard 11, a generic title that was generated when I set up the YouTube. And the content I had up back then was comedy related videos, bullshit videos I'd made with my friends. The channel had maybe 100 to 200 subs, but I hadn't uploaded anything in years. But in 2018 I got back into editing again, albeit on a phone, but I was serious. I made a few videos taking the piss out of modern talk and an artist known as Terence Trent D'Arby, but when I made a video about Shotgun Messiah in a behind the music type style documentary, that's when I knew I had something. That's when I knew what I was going to do. What I had made on this phone was more than the sum of its parts, and I knew that, so I kept at it, and about a year or so later, I started to see some success. So I kept on going. But then one day, something amazing happened. So one morning I wake up and I get a message from a mate. He's been living in America, so he sends me a screen recording from a radio show he's been listening to on Sirius XM. The legendary DJ Eddie Trunk had given a video I made on the band Skid Row a mention. Eddie Trunk's show broadcasts across America and Canada, and if you're listening online, the world pretty much. Because of this, I blew up pretty much overnight. I had a wave of success, albeit a short one, but I rode it. My 5 minutes of fame came as fast as it went, but it was enough to give me a start. It was enough to give me what I needed to become a YouTube partner. So I kept on going, and eventually the day came where I was eligible to apply for the program. Not everyone gets accepted the first time. There's a whole bunch of criteria you've got to meet. Like, you've got to make sure that your content is basically eligible. So I had to sweep my YouTube, make sure there was nothing bad in there, all of that kind of stuff. I had to delete old videos from 10 years ago that wouldn't be culturally appropriate today. There was a whole lot of things I got to do, but I did that. I applied and I got in. Everyone who said or thought that it was only a waste of time, well, it's only a waste of time until it actually fucking happens. And it happened for me. All of my countless hours writing and editing while holding down a regular job, all that work, it paid off. Once I got the message that I was officially a partner, I was overwhelmed with emotion. I cried. I actually got in. I thought, wow, I've made it. I've actually made it. But making it didn't mean that I was going to be rich or famous. I wouldn't really want the famous part if I'm honest. My earnings even today are extremely small, but being a partner on YouTube simply means that you're going to be paid for your artistic work. It doesn't mean you're going to be paid well. It's not a full-time job. Not yet. There's more work to do, basically. I give it about 5 years and I could probably have it as a 9 to 5 if I kept going at like the ferocity I am now. I suppose I could get there. But even if it never becomes the job, I adore this work. I love writing a script, editing a video and putting something together that's gonna not only give people joy but also something that's gonna outlive me. So many people work their whole lives earning positions and jobs that don't care about them, and they leave no lasting legacy beyond their death. In 100 years or so, maybe someone will come across these videos and know my name. Maybe this channel, if it doesn't do well, maybe it'll be like a hidden gem. Somebody somewhere will come across it. Maybe I'll brighten up somebody's day. Like, that's the joys of what YouTube is all about, and I want to keep doing it until I die, man. I love it. This is what I love to do. So I'm going to keep at it, and I'm going to see what I can achieve here. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to subscribe, leave me a comment, and give the channel a like. It helps me out quite a bit. This is Vlog/Respawn, signing off.